So if you look at the world today, the economic and social perspective of the world today, I would say the rules of the world are changing. I will frame it by saying or highlighting the three biggest risks in the last World Economic Forum leaders identified. They identified this year three distinct risks. Number one is geo-economic confrontation. What it means is what Trump has done with his trade wars and tariffs. That is geo-economic confrontation, that's how. And it was identified as the number one risk for the progress of humanity. The number two is the failing global order or the failing rule of law. As you know, we had the Ukraine incident and the Gaza war, then of course now Iran. All of these state-based armed conflicts are identified as the number two risk. And the third biggest risk is climate itself, extreme weather. Even though it was the number one for the last 2-3 years, after Trump coming, that has been reduced to number 3 position as the biggest risk. Of course, artificial intelligence, AI, is the biggest disruption, and therefore it's also perceived as a risk because of the kind of influence it can have on our life, not in the positive alone, but in the negative side, unless it is actually taken care of. Today, the global economy, digital economy, is about 25% contributed by digital economy. The area that I represent, travel, global travel, which dates back to the beginning of humanity, is only 10%. Whereas the technology and the digital economy, the area that you guys work, is about 25%, because there's a limit to which you can materially consume. So the digital economy is very, very big. A lot of people have a concern that with IT, with the AI, we might lose jobs. Last year, we grew the technology spend almost 10% globally to about $6 trillion, and is expected to reach about $7 trillion by 2028. And if you look at the Indian IT sector, this year, FY26, the projected one is about $315 billion, and our IT sector is contributing roughly 7.5 to 8% of our GDP. And again, the good news for you guys is that in FY25, that means the year ended March 25, we are in net job addition, account increase of about 125,000, 1.25 lakhs. Whereas this year, we are expecting it to be about 1.5 lakhs. 150,000 net new job addition. And together, we are now employing about 5.95 million people directly employed. We will be having less and less people writing code to build systems. We will see more and more people using AI or augmented AI workers to create solutions. Your technology skills is important, but you will not be of much value to this field unless you understand the business or the domain of the beneficiary. If you want to work in the technology area of healthcare, you must know healthcare. If you want to provide, like for instance, if you need to work in a company like IBS globally, you must know the travel business, the airline travel business. So the understanding the domain becomes important because you become the architect of the solution, not so much the bricklayer. It's actually moving up the value chain.